All right, it's 135 The Beat, Miami's Doodle Boy for hip hop, R&B, and the Breakfast Club. Pop and Keith for People Matter in the building. I mean, this guy here, an entertainer, a performer, an artist, a brother. Miguel, what's good, man?
What's up, Primo?
Hey,
all right?
I'm great, man. It's good to have you here, man. How you feeling?
Yeah, Primo, we good. I'm happy to be in Miami, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You have such a great body of work, and it's so friendly with the radio, meaning that your joints always make the radio and stuff like that. What does radio mean to you, as an artist?
I mean, first and foremost, radio means money. We love to get that with the music. No, but no, to be honest, like being able to go to places that I don't really get to spend a lot of time, like this is really my presence, in any place. And so when I come here and I play my shows, it's everything to have. I know the difference, to have a record that's really connecting with people from the radio. So it means a lot to, radio means a lot to me because it really does connect a lot of people to my music. And that means there's more people at my shows that know my songs. And there's no greater feeling than that. So that's
Absolutely.
What we do it for. It's appreciated.
That's what's up. So how long have you been singing? How long has your career spanned so far?
I mean, I've been in love with music since I can remember, and I started singing well before I could speak, I'm sure. You know? Like actually pronounce words. I was always I just love music, and it came through me. When I heard music, I would sing along with it. So, I'm 32 now this year. Crazy, 32.
Hey.
Yeah. So it's been 32 years in the making,
That's what's up. We spoke earlier, and you told me that, you're engaged to a very lovely young lady.
Yes.
And you seem so excited about it, and I think that's so dope because you don't find that much,
Yeah. I mean, it's just having really, that's my best friend. She's my best friend. And so when you have just friendship in general, when you have a real friend and someone's going to look out for you, tell you when you're not on point, but also celebrate you and push you to be the best that you can be. And you know that it's coming from a place of love. I think that makes everything that you go through with them, like it's always a celebration. Even when it's heavy, you know that you have a partner.
Yeah.
There's like the camaraderie there, and then that feeds the romance. So I'm very happy, man. I really
That's good. I'm happy for you. How'd you guys meet?
We met. She interviewed me on my very first video shoot. At the end, excuse me.
Right.
It was like a part of like the behind the scenes questions.
Yeah.
Like she interviewed me and she had the behind the scenes questions or whatever, and her last question was, "Do you have a girlfriend?" She shot her shot, huh?
Right.
Yeah. We grew up together. I was like 19, she was 18. We've grown up together, so it's really awesome to have a real partner in the whole thing, a real teammate, someone that's gonna.
Congratulations on that, brother.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it seems like you took a little bit of a hiatus. We didn't hear anything from you for a while after coming with just hit after hit after hit. What happened during that little break?
The crazy thing is, like, moving around as much as a musician does, that, again, who actually has the support of radio, which is a blessing, that kind of thing, it really does take you from a lot of the things that we sometimes take for granted, just like being able to hang out with family, which I'm very close with my family. Family, your friends, your relationships, all of those things, while you're gone, supporting your music and, connecting with your fan base, new family, there's still the people that you're kind of missing some of those moments. So it was nice to reconnect with my family and my friends, just to take some time and just, the grass is greener where you water it. So, I needed some time with my family and friends, and then just a moment to really plan my next 5 years. Technically, like by Wild Heart it's been about 5 years since the release of my first album. And I've met some of my goals, and then there's some goals that I have yet to meet. And so just taking that time to really plot out where I want to be in the next 5 years and what I want to accomplish in that time. As a musician, as a businessman, as someone who has something to offer culture in general and perspective, and as a human being, there's just places I want to go, and I just wanted to take the time to really figure out what those destinations are. So yeah.
Well, that's pretty dope. And then you came back with Skywalker.
Yeah. It's the beginning. It's a new day. Feels good. It feels good.
It does. And it kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah.
It wasn't what I expected, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think myself and other people are having that reaction from Skywalker?
Well, it's actually really ironic because, you know, when you first meet someone, the first thing you see normally is like the fun side,
right?
The lighthearted side of somebody. It's normally in a very social setting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's good impressions are easier to make that first time because, you know, just everyone wants to put their first, easiest, lightest self out there first, you know? And somehow it was kind of backwards. I put like more of my personal, you know, romantic, sexual self out there first for people to, and people, it's awesome to have that attention.
So you put your dick out first.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta let it swing on them. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta walk around, let that thing swing. You know. And now I think it's cool to sit back, have a drink, and have a good time with my audience. You know, and I think that's what's cool about it. We were talking about this earlier.
Yes,
you know, it's like just being in a place to like wanna stay on the highest frequency and also inspire my audience, like my fans, the people that love my music, to continue to stay on their highest frequency is like what Skywalker is all about. I think that's a we like to feel that way.
Absolutely.
I like to feel that way. So
absolutely.
I caught that.
I was caught by surprise, but I was happily surprised.
No.
And does that kind of lead into the name of the album now?
Yeah, I think the overall sound and like inspiration for the album comes from these two completely opposite places. You know, being in the middle of everything happening right now. We all have our personal battles. We got our stresses. We have our, you know, our challenges. We've got, you know, our own weight that's kind of holding us back, our baggage, the things that we're trying to grow out of. That's even on the personal level. It is war and leisure for every single person.
Yeah.
Everybody wakes up and has that stuff that they have to deal with to just try and stay positive and to be productive for themselves, you know. But then when you look out into the world too, we all got to look at what's happening in our communities, in our cities, in our countries, and then eventually in the world. We're starting to see and feel a lot of tension and things that are coming to a head that need to be dealt with. And I'm just a person in the middle of it trying to figure it out like everybody else and figure out what I can do and be purposeful in this time. So that's where War and Leisure comes from. It's not a overly political album. It's just a mindfulness, I think, would be the best way to say it.
And reflective of the time.
You know, just trying to be, I want to be positive, but I don't want to do it mindlessly. I want to be mindful in my positivity. And I think in that way, we can stay on a high frequency, but still like create positive forward movement. Yeah.
I love it. I don't know if you suffer from the correct word is a double entendre.
Hell yeah, I'm about it. I'm about the double entendre all day. Yeah.
You're half black.
Yeah.
And you said the other half is Mexican.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, my goodness.
Yeah. There's a lot of crazy. I realize this reflecting though. You know, being black and Mexican, you know, my father being very liberal with his, like, you know, what he allowed me to do. My mother being very, you know, faith-based, faith-oriented, very religious in her way. So she was very more conservative. You know, my father's taste in music more, more broad. My mother's a little more focused. You know, I come from a lot of that, very extremes. And then I'm also a Scorpio. Shout out to the Scorpios out there. Scorpio season in full effect. It's been a good run. But I have the ability to really take extremes, and then I have these natural kind of things of who I am, where I come from, that kind of pull me in these opposite directions. So War and Leisure is I think fitting also on a personal note, because it's just I've always had this like real contrasty thing about me that's pulling in opposite directions, and I'm in a place where I think I can acknowledge that and really connect with my fans. I think my fans and my audience are really they're gonna relate to this album a lot, and it feels good. So
usually when we get artists, it's
War and Leisure,
yes,
December 1st,
yes,
no.
yes. Usually when we have artists, us as fans and as people even in the industry, we just assume your life is great. You know what I mean? But looking over the years and watching how many artists we have lost to suicide and things like that, you know, kind of like you have to realize that artists are people just like us. They have bad days, they're going through stuff, they suffer from depression, so forth and so on. How do you self-medicate yourself when you're going through things?
Herbal essence. No, no, I think it's a healthy balance of having, you know, people that really care, a really solid foundation of people that you could turn to really help you see things that you're not able to see being in the middle of it all,
right.
You know, and also, you know, I'm a fan of solitude. I think it's healthy. You know what I mean? To take a moment for yourself away from all this, like it's for me, it's important to have moments to myself to just kind of. And meditation has been helpful. To be honest with you, meditation has been helpful. But yeah, I think just that solid foundation goes the longest way. Just to have that, you know, the closest friends and that, you know, real friends. You know, we don't really have a lot of real friends in life. You get a good handful, maybe if you're lucky, 2 handfuls of real solid friends, and then your family. You know what I'm saying? And as much of that as I think I've been able to keep as, you know, as my you know, my circle, I think it's been real helpful. So
that's good, man. Yeah. That's good. Well, December 1st, we're looking forward to it.
Warren Leisure, man.
That's gonna be big. You have the song with Travis Scott. Do you have other features on the album that you could tell us about?
There's definitely other features, some real good ones. I mean, I will say J. Cole is on the album.
Nice.
You know.
Nice.
I linked back up with Salam.
Nice.
So that's always, you know, that's right on the frequency.
It's a good
right
dude, Salam.
You know?
Yeah.
Big shout out to big bro Salam Remy. Salam alaikum. Salam Adeus. But you know, there's some other features as well. You know.
I mean, we can wait till December 1st.
I got some Miami on the album.
Really?
You know? So I'm feeling really good. I got to do some things that I've never done before and work with some people I haven't been able to work with before. Jeff Basker on this album, Raphael Sadiq, this is our second time collaborating. Yeah, man. And then, you know, my go-to guys I got to work with, Happy Perez, again Salam. I'm excited about this album. This project,
all right, well, so you got us excited, man.
Yeah,
especially with that single. Skywalker, congratulations, brother.
Yeah.
We're glad to have you back.
It's a pleasure every time.
Yeah, you're an amazing person, great personality, and I wish you nothing but the best. And
thank you, brother.
We appreciate this opportunity, man. You're blessing us with here today.
My pleasure, man.
That's
time is all we got. I'm happy I get this. You guys taking time to spend it with me. I appreciate it.
Nah, it's all love. Miguel, man, all the best, brother. December 1st.